Arts and Culture Minister Nathi Mthethwa says some forms of professional non-contact sport will be allowed from June with no spectators and strict safety hygiene protocols enforced. Our reporter Nathi Mthethwa joins us now from the newsroom to discuss further on what the minister has announced. Nathi, thanks for your time. Let's maybe start by speaking about the update that the minister has given on that 150 million rand relief fund. How many people have been paid?
Okay, so it's not even an update really, Clement, because the closing date for that relief fund was all the way back on the 6th of April, and they've been in that process since then. But 296 athletes were approved from the 470 applicants, and 174 were declined, with 26 appealing that. So 20,000 has been paid to each of the 296 athletes approved. There were questions whether they would reopen that process, but that hasn't been confirmed yet. The department had said that they would look into doing that, but no clarity on that has been provided.
And of course, some of the athletes and artists whose applications have been rejected have an option to approach the Independent Appeals Committee.
Yeah, so this is, on my end, it was on the sports side with the athletes specifically working via SASCOC, but the minister did say that the number of athletes, and we've seen a number of them on social media, especially in the arts and culture sector, voicing their displeasure at the process, saying that it's a bit impossible for them as an industry to be fitted into this category because unlike sport where you have specific dates for events, athletes work in a gig economy, so it's a bit different. So there has been a lot of unhappiness there, and as you said, there is a process to follow for them if they have grievances over that.
Let's speak about the clarity that is provided in terms of the non-contact professional sport, the sporting codes that will be allowed to resume on Monday, and also speak to us about some of the contact sports that are also allowed to resume with training.
Yeah, so there's a lot of confusion. In a word, what exactly that all means. We have already been in touch with some federations, and they are also confused following that briefing. But what was said was that non-contact and contact training can resume, but non-contact matches can go ahead without fans. Also, it's only professional sport, and the definition of professional are those who earn an income from their sport. So that already leaves out a host of other federations from this. And the minister did say that those that are in the hotspots are not able to continue. So already that leaves out Joburg, Tshwane, Ekurhuleni, which is where the majority of sport in this country comes from, and also the city of Cape Town, which is again where a lot of the sport comes from. Whether they can travel or not to another environment, that's also up in the air. The DG said that, according to him, that's not possible. But yeah, so we don't know actually where this leaves things, but there's a lot of confusion at the moment about what this all means for sport.
Let's talk about the control measures now. The minister went at great lengths to talk about the safety standards that are expected for the non-contact professional sport. Take us through some of those safety standard and control measures.
Yeah, so there's an emphasis on federations stepping up and ensuring that they will be able to comply with various safety and health aspects of this. So they need to write to him within 14 days to specify to him a date of resumption of the league or whatever events that they want to continue. They need to guarantee the department or the ministry that they will be able to test all officials that will be involved. They need to put policies and procedures in place for contact tracing, he said, and also that they need to be quarantined for 14 days after the testing period before they can resume their sport. So it's a very long process that does need to take place. But even before that process has to take place, there's still confusion about who can or who can't be involved in this process from that briefing.
Oh, my goodness. Let's hope these questions will be answered in the days to come. Thanks for your time, Nathi Mthethwa, our sports reporter.